Welcome back to Central New York's open house. Now, a bay or a bow window can make a huge difference in the front of your home. Now, many homes were built with a flat window in the front. It's kind of the focal point of your living room. Whether it's a big picture window, you may have a couple of windows on either side of it. Those are called flanker windows. Now, they may be the up and down style, double hung, or they may crank out, which is a casement. Now, at New York Sash, we have options that you can take a look at. We actually have 2 bow windows and 2 bay windows, both on display, so you can see what it'll look like once it's installed in your home. It really makes that room feel and look much larger because it's what's called a projection window, and that window is going to project outside of your wall. It gets tucked into a frame that's inside of your wall, of course, and that jamb thickness is what supports your window. And then that window projects outside of the home, supported back to the house. It can make a huge difference. Now, here at our showroom at the front of the building, we have a large bow window. Now, this bow window, I believe, is 12 feet long, and it's what's referred to as a 5-light bow. The number of lights is really the number of windows that are installed into that frame. What's interesting about a bow window is that it's got a rounded effect to it, and that angle of each window is only about 10 degrees. Now, you can put stationary windows into each one of those openings, or you could put operating casements, or you could also put double hung windows. The most common style really is to have 2 operating casement windows on the outside and to have the other ones be fixed casements in the middle. Now, on the end and right here behind me, we have what are called bay windows. Now, bay windows come with an actual defined angle, and it's typically 45 degrees or 30 degrees. Now, this particular bay window, we just upgraded this and replaced it in our showroom. These actually come up to 10 feet wide with a large picture window in the center and then your flankers on the end. Now, what's important when shopping for this kind of window, you want to make sure that you are buying a quality product. This is a huge opening in the front of your home. You want to make sure that you stay warm, comfortable, but also have that beautiful view. So you want to make sure that the frame of the window is built out of laminated veneered lumber. You need to make sure to avoid something that's just a plywood frame. And at New York Sash, we actually have an 1.5-inch veneered lumber package, which comes with insulation incorporated into that package to keep the cold from coming into your home. Now, on the older style windows, you may have seen the braces that go on the bottom, and that's to hold the window up. Now, we've been able to eliminate that, and we have a cable support system that goes from the top. We can take a closer look at that at a window that hasn't yet been installed that's back in the shop. All right, now this particular bay window hasn't been installed yet. Now, the option out in front, it was a little bit smaller. I think there was approximately 6 feet wide. This particular option is a huge window. This is 10 feet wide. It's actually a 119.5-inch window. And the flanker windows, which are the double hungs, those are the style where the 2 sashes operate. They're 30 inches wide, 58.5 inches tall, with the overall unit being 61 inches tall. This is going to take a number of guys to get into that opening safely and then secured back to the house. We always want to make sure that we have professional installation teams on site that can handle this type of project. Now, I mentioned before, we have a cable support system. The same with the small window out front. So this component here is a threaded rod. It goes all the way through the window down to the seat of the window. It's bolted on the bottom, and then that's cabled back to the house. So the cable support system is attached and it's anchored back to the home. And the reason why this is important is because it'll be fully adjustable and we can get that window perfectly level and plumb. And then that support is from the house, from above, rather than being on brackets from below. What happened years ago, when that support was only on the bottom, the window would start to tip away from the home and you'd have to replace that entire unit, or you'd have water infiltration coming into your home. Now, the roof systems that we use, we can build a custom standing seam roof on the top, or we can do a shingled roof. And then the third option, if you have an overhang that exceeds this distance outside of your home, we can tuck that underneath the overhang and soffit that in and insulate it from above. Once the window is installed in your home, we'll fully trim that entire interior for you. It comes with a birch veneer or an oak veneer option, so you can paint it or stain it any color that you want to match the interior of your home. Now, these projection style windows can truly add a new dimension to your living space. And if you're in the market, or if you're considering just how much would it be, what kind of investment is that to take out that flat style window, go to a projection style window and transform your living room. Contact us at New York Sash, stop down to the showroom, take a look at the options that we have here on display. We'd love to work with you on that next bay or bow window replacement.